6, 7. What? Do you want to watch some TV? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Breaking news, there's going to be a comic contest, a comic book contest in a couple of days where people can just write on a piece of paper and make their own comic books. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs a good story, good art, and funny jokes, and yeah, a bunch of stuff that'll make you win stuff. And the winner, who will have the best handmade comic book, gets $100,000. So yeah, this weekend, yeah. A comic book contest? I bet you don't even care about it. No, of course I care about it. I mean, it's a comic book contest where you can create your own comic books. I mean, who doesn't want to enter that? I mean, it seems like the only thing you want to enter is a honey eating contest. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. I would dominate that and get all the prizes and stuff. It doesn't even matter if it's every year or every month or even every day. I would still dominate it no matter what because I love honey so much. Yeah, exactly. But still, I want to enter the comic book contest because, comic books are so cool. Are you only going to enter it because of the prize? I mean, yeah, of course, $100,000. I could buy so much honey with that. So much honey in my mouth that I just want to eat. Oh, it's so yummy and cool and so much honey. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, comic books, that's the other reason why. And, it's a graphic novel and stuff. I mean, I can create my own Captain Underpants, Dogman. I mean, those were all our childhood books. It's just gonna be so cool. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do it. Wait, you don't want to do a comic book contest? Yeah, but, yeah, I mean, I can't really make good stories or anything, so. Oh, okay, come on, make a story. I dare you. Okay, this one time, a guy was sitting on a couch, and then his pillow came to life and ate him. So, yeah. Beautiful. You deserve all the awards for that. You're just fibbing. So you can enter it if you want, but I'm not gonna do it. Lame. I gotta create my own comic book. Yeah, you do that. Wait a minute. But do you even know how to make a comic book? What do you mean? I mean, it just doesn't seem like the thing you would do or be good at. So, I don't know. Do you know how to write, a good comic book and whatever? Look, Tigger, I know how to make a perfect comic book and story and art. And even if I don't, I could just take some inspiration. Cat Kid Comic Club. What's this? It's basically a spin-off series off of Dogman where frogs make their own comic books, and it's with their father is the robot fish from the second one. So, I mean, Pooh, are you sure you can make a comic book out of these 4 books? I mean, of course I can. I mean, I already know how to make a ton of comic books, so this will be a breeze for me. And besides, it's 4 books, and each one has 5 different comic books, and they're all really cool, so and good, and just leave me alone, Tigger, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna win the prize. Okay, sure, yeah. Okay, just sit here and relax. Here, Tiger Boy, where's Pooh Boy at? Yeah, he's making a comic book. What, a comic book? Yeah, there's a comic book contest going on. He's trying to make his own so he can win $100,000. What, a comic book contest for $100,000? Hey guys, what's going on? There's a comic book contest, boy, and the winner gets $100,000. Wait, a comic book contest? Yeah, you can create your own handmade comic book, draw and color and stuff. It's pretty nice. Well, bro, we gotta enter it to win the monies. Oh yeah, I have the perfect story. Yeah. Boom! I did it. What? Paul, what is this? What do you think it is? It's my very own comic book. Look, The Adventures of Super Bunny. And look, there's Super Bunny right there. Super Bunny. Yeah, it's about this book where there's a scientist bear and that they're evil carrots and they try to attack him and stuff. It's really cool. Okay, well, I bet it is. So, yeah, just enter it or whatever. I mean, it's in a couple of days. It's not today, so like, yeah, I still have a couple of days until then. So, did you want me to read to you? No, fine. Okay. The Adventures of Super Bunny. One time there was a Super Bunny, and one time there was a bunny named Super Bunny. Okay, boys. So what should we start with? Superheroes. Everybody loves superheroes. Oh yeah. Good thinking. But what superpower should they have? Freeze powers. Oh yeah. Boy, I always think the same thing. So a man with freeze powers, and who should the villain be? There always has to be a villain. A lava monster. Yeah, boy, lava monster. Okay, so come on, write down with me. Okay, yeah. Hello and welcome to our first annual comic book contest. And yes, this is our first. It's going to be a yearly thing. This isn't the only one we're going to do ever, so yeah. Now, as you can see here, there are multiple people with their very own handmade comic books, and we're going to go around and see who has the best one, which one is best, and whoever has the best one gets $100,000. So, yeah, let's go. Hey, boys, hope we're not late to the party. Wait, oh, no. You did not just go and create another superhero comic just like I did. Oh, come on. I mean, superheroes are like the only thing that comics are. Yeah, but what else could a comic be? I mean, a comic could just be like any story, really. Like, I mean, it doesn't even have to be superheroes. Like, it could just be animals trying to save the world or something, but whatever. First up, we have SpongeBob SquarePants. So, SpongeBob, what comic did you make? Well, I made one about me and my friends celebrating Christmas, like a Christmas vacation. I mean, it isn't Christmas yet, but people usually always start this early, so. Okay, let's see what the cover is. Yeah, as you can see here, there's Scary on a Snowflake. Okay, I don't know how that works, but yeah, there's a bunch of people. There's a little doggy there, and is that the Polar Express? It sure is. Is it shooting at a spike that Plankton is standing on? Yep. Okay. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, so as you can see that they are celebrating Christmas, and then there's a house that does not look like any building, and then we sing the song "Let It Snow" because it's a good song. Yeah, that is, yeah, and snowing and snowflakes and this Mr. Krabs. Okay, well, you didn't need to like put that much scribbles, but whatever. Yeah, and then there's a dog named Chloe and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, yeah. And then we sing the 12 Days of Christmas song. Okay, yeah. And then yeah, we keep on singing, and then we're on the Polar Express, and then like a bunch of stuff happens. I don't know what's happening here, but okay, yeah. And then we're back home, and there's Bikini Bottom. That does not look like Bikini Bottom. What is that? What is that? That is not anything. That is just something. I don't understand. Does your superhero have a villain? It sure does, boy. Oh, come on. You could have at least made it so that it's like a meteor or something. I already have a villain. Well, our villain is much more better than yours. Yeah, what's your villain, boy? An army of evil carrots. Ha! Well, our villain is a giant lava monster. Yeah, but our villain is better than yours. Okay, sure, whatever. The end. Okay, well, I didn't even know what was happening most of the time because, like, I don't even know what's happening right now. I mean, I get that's supposed to be Santa Claus on his sleigh, but it just looks like scribbles to me. You didn't even attempt to draw the reindeer. You just do scribbles. Okay, well, I guess I give that, I don't know, 3 out of 10. Sure, I don't know where the extra 3 points came from, but whatever. Yay! Okay, Darth Vader and your little stormtrooper friend. Hey, I'm getting him again for the next season of the Money Games, okay? Yeah, you don't care, but... Okay, so what comic did you make? Well, we made a comic book based off my very own movie, Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I can see that. Like, there's Jabba the Hutt, and And I guess that's Emperor Palpatine, who has a big hood on. Like, and then there's Luke Skywalker, and Ewok, and I don't know what that's supposed to be, Boba Fett, but I don't know why he has a triangle helmet and no eyes or anything, but whatever, just, yeah, let's see. So there's the Death Star and C-3PO and R2-D2. Now, hold on. The Death Star is supposed to be half in the 6th episode, not full. So what's up with that? It's just based on the movie, okay? So you're gonna see some mistakes. Yeah, I guess. So, there you are. Then they go to the planet and, like, destroy him and stuff. Yeah. And then, like, a bunch of other stuff happens. There's Yoda. Yeah, I mean, that's good attempt on Yoda right there. Like, I don't know how else you would draw him, so, yeah. And then he talks to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, hold on. He spelled many things wrong here. He spelled Obi-Wan and Kenobi-Wan. You even somehow spelled Force wrong. I do not know how you could spell Force wrong, but whatever. Well, it's based on the movie, so that means that the words are different also. Okay, well, no, the words are the same no matter what. Like, I don't know. Well, you didn't say anything about spelling. You didn't say that, spelling, like, takes away some of your points and stuff. I mean, yeah, you're right, but still, it's just stupid how you're, like, I don't know, 60 years old or something, but whatever. And then there's the Death Star. Okay, now you put it in half. So I don't know why you clearly knew you made a mistake. So, like, I don't know why I went back to fix it. I mean, you just scribbled that away, so you could have done the same, but whatever. Induce me. Oh, that's supposed to be on the cover. Yeah, but you're white instead of black, but yeah, you forgot to scribble that in, but whatever. Yeah, this is cool. What's your comic about? Oh, it's about a dinosaur saving the world from an evil man and his, like, evil tribe and whatever from a radioactive and nuclear volcano, and he has to get help from a just hatched dinosaur and his best friend dragon. Okay, yeah, sure. But then they try to blow up the Death Star, and then, then there's them. Oh, wait, who's that supposed to be right there? Oh, that's my daughter, Leia. Okay. Wait, that's my daughter. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but what happened to the stormtroopers here? Like, first they're just normal size, and then out of nowhere, their legs are just taller than the other people. Like, I don't understand it. Do you even try to make them look like stormtroopers? Like, they're just maskless. Like, they're just normal people. So, I don't understand. Yo, sorry about that. But then, like, then they blow up the Death Star, and I killed the Emperor, and, the stormtroopers are dead now, and the end. Okay, well, also, once again, the legs are just so tall. Like, I don't know why you made the legs so tall. And is that supposed to be Chewbacca? That's a weird looking Chewbacca. And there's no way you're not making Leia look like that on purpose. Like, there's no way. But anyways, it's pretty cool. And the Death Star was named because it was Episode 6. Yeah, that's a reasonable explanation. I'll give that a 6.57. So, yeah, I said 6.5 and 7. So you can't use that. You can't do the thing, so whatever. Okay, Michelangelo, what did you make? Well, I made one about my bros because, they're so cool, and so am I. So, number 1, the next battle. What's that supposed to be? Oh, this is supposed to be our boy, Leatherhead, the big crocodile dude. Yeah, I remember. So, let's have a look. Yeah, boy, since we already know us is gonna win because it's so good, we already thinking about publishing it, making an actual comic book, and then we're making some more books, some more sequels, including an origin story with a villain as a wizard. Yeah, boy. And then, hear me out. We're going to make it into a movie. It's gonna be like $1 billion, $3 billion, boy. It's gonna become the highest grossing movie in history, boy. Okay, cute. Have you started making any sequels? I mean, No, boy, not yet. Well, I already finished half of the Christmas special for this, so yeah. I don't know why even bothering to make a special. I mean, we already know it sucks. You haven't even read it yet. Yeah, boy, but we already know it sucks. Like, we just already know, you know? Well, I mean, it has to be good if it's getting a Christmas special, so that's why, well, a sequel, get a book, a movie, or anything, really, getting a sequel does make it good. Yeah, there are tons of bad movies that got multiple sequels, boy. Yeah, like, yeah, well, like, hold on, a bad movie that got sequels, there is no way you cannot think of at least one. And then we have this epic battle against the Crane and Leatherhead. And I'm watching right there. And like, as you can see, the Crane is losing because he's such a big idiot no matter how big his brain is. No matter how big the Crane's brain is, he's always just so stupid. So, yeah, because we put bombs and stuff and it's just so cool. Yeah, it is cool. I mean, I'm liking that the main villain isn't like Shredder in this one. You're not saving Crane for a sequel. I mean, like I get it. It's already a big threat, but like, yeah. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kaboom! A big explosion. I mean, a big explosion. Since you know it's a Crane and hundreds of bombs, there's a big explosion, biggest explosion ever. Like, just look at how big this explosion is. Yeah, I see. I mean, it says kaboom. Really, the kaboom is really big. The letters and there are tons of scribbles. So yeah, you can tell it's a really big explosion. Yeah, it's really big, like super big. So yeah. And then the Crane is finally destroyed. The world is safe. We're in an apartment or something. I don't know. And then on this is the last page. Yes, this looks like a job for the turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady in the sequel. Yeah. Okay, well, good job, Mikey. Yeah. Okay, so what do you have for us? Well, I call this The Adventures of Dino. Then there's a dinosaur and a dragon and a baby dinosaur and an evil guy with a nuclear volcano and it's just so awesome and very long too. Okay, can't wait to see it. Okay, but what's his weakness though? Because I mean, ours is fire since you know he's freeze man and fire melts ice and stuff. Yeah, freeze stuff. Yeah, boy. So like this makes the antagonist like really strong because it's literally his weakness. So what's your character's weakness? Oh, he doesn't have a weakness. No. I bet you could say like carrots because carrot bait and to the Vanguard way, but he is so fast, so super mega fast that he could literally take the bait and trap the villain at the same exact time. Like he's just so fast, you know. Ooh, like the Flash. No, he is not like the Flash. The Flash, he is much better than the Flash. Okay, especially the DCEU version. Yeah. And then, as you can see, there's a giant robot and falls into the volcano. Wow, this is pretty good so far. Yeah. Oh, then, there's the dragon. So, yeah. And now the evil bad guy is in the hospital. And then he's inside his brain. Why is he inside his brain? Well, he gets jump scared by his own crew. And then he bumps into his own brain. And then he goes back to being unconscious. But he was already unconscious. Yeah. Okay, sure. Then the doctor explains he'll wake up in 2 days, but if you get crushed by a car, you won't wake up until 2 years. Okay, that is wrong. Like, and also, what did that come from? Like, is the car just gonna appear out of nowhere and crash into him, so, like, it doesn't wake up until 2 years? Or, spoiler alert, no. Then why does it matter if you put it there? And then they go inside the spaceship and escape a giant robot dinosaur. So then they go to the land of the lions, or the Lion Land. Yeah, Lion Land,
which is a planet full of lions, like Planet of the Apes. But instead of apes, it's lions. Yeah, I got that. I don't know why that matters though, but okay. And then there's a big battle between Dino and the King Lion, and while Dragon and the little guy are escaping other lions.
Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Finally, after a giant battle between the big dinosaur robot and the big evil dinosaur robot, the villain gets defeated, and so does the evil robot dinosaur, and they're happily ever after in the end. But wait, there's more, because then there's a part 2, the evil Rosalot, and then Subway Surfers, the Phantom Surfist.
Okay, well, you can make part 2 if you want, because that looks kind of interesting, but I don't understand Subway Surfers. Like, so Subway Surfers and Star Wars, how do they go together? They do not go together. Like, is it just Star Wars but with Subway Surfers characters? Like, what, is the main guy Anakin Skywalker? Is he Luke Skywalker? And then who is he here? Or is the cop here? Who does he play? Emperor Palpatine? Is Emperor Palpatine bad in this? Are the droids just dogs? I don't understand. You can make this if you want, but I'm not sure if anyone will actually understand it. So, yeah, but this was pretty cool, pretty big. 8 out of 10. Yay! Oh, he's definitely gonna lose, boy. Okay, so what is this? I call this The Adventures of Super Bunny. Okay, let's have a look. Also, you can just summarize what's going on in, like, every page. You don't need to, like, actually read the whole thing. Oh, no, I want to read it because it sets the, like, it's just, like, really good. You have to read the whole thing. Okay, sure, you better be right about that. Yeah, okay. One time, there was a bunny named Super Bunny. Hey, I know you from the money games thing. You were one of the gods and stuff. I was. Yeah, I remember the Angry Bird. He pushed me off and betrayed me. And that was sad because I didn't win any money and I was betrayed, so yeah. Hey, you can re-enter if you want, like, you know, if you want to, you can re-enter since I don't think you've done it a second time. No, it hurt to see all those people go and to be betrayed. I don't want to feel that again, but I don't know, Mr. Krabs might. That was a tasty snack. And then he was off. I didn't know I could fly. The end. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I mean, I want to give it 10 out of 10 because, I don't know, it felt kind of short, but no, this was perfect. So, okay, if this one isn't good, or at least if this one isn't also a 9 out of 10, then I'm giving that a 10 out of 10, so, yeah. Okay, what did you boys make? Well, we have Freeze Man and the Lava Monster. Yeah, boy, it's a superhero comic book, you know, because, like, there's Freeze Man and the Lava Monster, and, you know, he looks pretty big and scary and angry, so, yeah. Chapter 1, Freeze Man is the powerful hero in the world. He could also trap villains, yeah, and there's a wizard, and it's gonna be explained the origin story after we make multiple sequels, so, yeah, boy, yeah. And then, yes, and your brothers can join if they want to. Oh, yeah, we're joining. We have to join. Perfect. Zap! And then zap! And then you know, it's really strong, but then he overpowers it, and then kaboom! He explodes. And then he freezes him, but then, oh no, he breaks through because he's metal, and he's so strong. And then he zaps him again, but then, kaboom, and he explodes. That was easy. Yes, it was, because he's Freeze Man, the most powerful being in the world. Or you missed a spot, and another, because he's alive and freezing, and ice does nothing to him. And then he accidentally, like, cracks the ice, so the building is, like, open again, and the worker says thank you because, like, yeah, it's comedy. How is this god still alive while, like, you know, trying to blast him with his freeze powers? So then he just goes around the freeze power, the blast, and then it bounces off like a building or something, and yeah.
Wait, is that it? I mean, yeah, we didn't have time to finish, unfortunately.
Wait, you had days. You had a couple days to do this. There's no way you could have done all of this in one day. How are you not able to finish the whole thing? And besides, why you enter a contest with an unfinished comic book?
Well, look, boy, let's just say that the rest is in part 2, okay? Well, I mean,
No, this is a horrible way to end it. Like, there's even an extra panel. Like, you could have put something in that panel. Like, you could have done. I don't. But you had to have at least finished this battle at least. Then it could have gone to part 2.
So what would you rate it? I was gonna give it, I don't know, a 9 maybe, but since it's unfinished, I'm now thinking, I don't know, a 7 maybe. Like, I don't know. Oh, but come on, boy, it's cool though, yeah, but it's unfinished. I mean, what about those other guys? Like, they said that they were gonna make part 2, so I think you give them a 7 for an unfinished story. What? They had part 2s, but the story was finished. Like, the story was finished, and, like, you know, they could have, which means that part 2 wouldn't have mattered, really. Like, it wasn't an actual to be continued. Like, they could have just done it if they wanted to, but you actually have to make a part 2, because this is a horrible way to end. Okay, boy, I think it's safe to say that we won the prize. Yeah, so, what's the $100,000? What? Well, I mean, I don't think you're gonna win, because, like, this is an unfinished story. I mean, it's fine if, like, he would have waited to defeat the lava monster until the next one, but you could have at least finished the battle, because I don't even know what's gonna happen after, like, what, I'm just gonna rank the comics and stuff. Yeah, we're definitely winning, boy.
Okay, read all your comics, and Bomb Spot number 6 is SpongeBob story, because it's a 3 out of 10, because, you know, it was just, there were a bunch of scribbles and stuff, and the story wasn't really there and stuff, and yeah, 5th place is Michelangelo's story. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, because, you know, it was pretty good, but could have been better. And Darth Vader's is number 4, with it being a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Once again, you can use that. I put a 5 between, so yeah, but yeah, it was good, but, you know, you could have done better with the, you know, the pictures and stuff, so yeah. 3rd place is Pickett and Rue.
What, did they just say that place? I think so. But the battle and stuff.
Yeah, it would have been 9 out of 10. You might have even won, but the story was completely unfinished. Even the battle, like, you could, once again, I will not stress this enough. You could have at least finished the battle between the robot and him, but no, you didn't. You did it because you're lazy. And you could have at least drawn something. I don't even care if it was stupid or anything. You could have at least finished the stupid battle, but yeah, but I gave yours a 7 because the story was unfinished. Maybe if the last panel was just a robot suddenly blown up, maybe it would have been higher, because at least something would have been finished, but whatever. 2nd place.
It's gotta be you. It's gotta be you, 2nd place. I mean, the dragon over there. I mean, look out the pages. That's a whole story right there, and bunch of ballads and everything. Yours is nothing. Like, I'm surprised that it's. Well, look, just because he says that yours is better, it doesn't mean that it really is. If the story was actually, we finished the battle, if we didn't run out of time, then, like, I'm sure we would have won. You're right, Rue? Yeah, right.
David the Dragon, because, yeah, the story, and there were so many pages, and it was really good, a cool adventure, but there were some random things, like, I didn't think the Lion Land needed to be there, but it was still a really cool thing, so 8 out of 10. And 1st place, that means, goes to Winnie the Pooh, whose story is a 9 out of 10. It was really good, very good. I can't think of some nitpicks right now, but I made later, but yeah, you win, which means you win $100,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You thought you were gonna win, but no, you're too lazy to even add anything to the last panel of there. You're too lazy to finish the battle. What am I doing here? What? I was just downstairs, chilling in the living room, but how did I even get here? I don't. Did I just suddenly teleport here or something? I don't understand. Wait, what's that? Wait, Pickett is talking Pooh right now, and we couldn't think of an actual ending. Other than that, he won, didn't he? Yeah, of course he did. But like, but shouldn't it just be him eating honey or something? I don't understand what to do now. So I don't know. Happy early Halloween. I guess happy Halloween season. I don't even know, man. Just get me out of here.